Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, well, over here in the northwest, we didn't really do much, but I just realized between the episodes here that we could actually start pushing forward in there again. Bringing the AA guns over here. And then we got still coverage from this one, at least a little bit. Not really the full coverage, but that will help. And that's where we lost a little bit of infantry at some point. We could... No, we already moved that one. I'm just going to double check the fronts real quick. So over here in the western mountains... we could do another artillery strike, but I don't think it will do a lot of damage. I mean, maybe against the guns in here we could do some. I still don't think we'll be doing a lot of damage, admittedly, but maybe we can get a hit. Oh, we're getting hits, but maybe we can get a kill. But no, we did not. In the south, we started pulling back. We did lose a bit of tanks in there recently, or maybe some of the tanks didn't get delivered, might be the more apt description in here. Moving the... No, we're going to keep the AA guns here for now. We've got another set of AA guns up here. And these got the air defense as well, so that is going to be a massive defensiveness in there. If they try to attack into the mountains in here, especially with the tanks, then they're probably going to regret that, let's just say. We're still having quite a bit of issues with fuel, though, being delivered. So we're going to start not using the rocket artillery right now to save up on a lot of ammunition, which should mean that the logistics isn't going to be quite as congested, and that way, hopefully, that means that we can get or a bit more fuel into the tanks, and that might also mean that the oil supplies that we have are going to start going down rapidly. Oh, but now we can actually do the road construction in here, I believe. Yeah, we can. So now we got the roads going through. I mean, we don't still have a lot of fuel, admittedly, in here. But we can at least use it quite a bit. How much is the... Oh, max storage is only 754. Okay. Oh, right. We got 800 from the zones because we just started utilizing the zones production in there. Fair enough. Oh, we're only one hex away from there. They got a small town in here. I think they may have had some people move out, maybe? I don't know. But, you know, slowly at least... Oh, hold on a minute. How much would it cost to get a road up there? Probably a decent bit. But what I'm thinking here, in fact, is we could get the metal mine going, then we can get our metal production in here, we can maybe get the oil drilling going, maybe a bit of extra farming or something. I mean, we've got some farming in here already, but we can turn the island of Ansangdi into something glorious eventually. Now, we do actually have a bit of tanks over here that could do a bit of attack on our enemies. We don't have a lot of fuel, so movement is going to be very limited. But we could maybe destroy quite a few tanks in here. There we go. That is another 60 tanks that they lost, and we pushed them out. In which case, we could maybe start... Well, that is grassy plains, actually, so I don't think we want to move in our infantry there. One of the things that I could perhaps do is start moving some of this infantry over here to guard the flank. And then we can start... Well, maybe not this round yet, but in the not too distant future, we can start moving these two tanks south into the plains and then start attacking into the mountains in here. It's going to be a bit rough on the attacking side, which is us, of course, in this case, to attack in there. But I think we can still do at least some damage. Oh, is that... Okay, so defense posture for the tanks is kind of pointless, but sure, you do you, AI, you do you. They got a bit of tanks over here guarding their artillery as well, but they have started losing a lot of the artillery that they built over time. But let's, I think we've gone through most of the fighting that we can do this round, so let's get to the next round, shall we? I did also move the AA guns, I think it was last round already, over here in the sort of forward point, so at least we got a full air coverage in here. Well, technically speaking, you could start moving back again over there, since they did push us across the river again. Oh, there's a bit of attack. They were victorious pushing us back. And then there's... Well, we stood firm. We destroyed 20 tanks at least. And they push us back. Okay, this is starting to look bad. Oh, we lost some blockers in there due to strikes. I think there was an artillery strike that cost us that. We did shoot down some of their planes, and they just pushed... Holy crap! They just annihilated our tanks there, I think. We'll have to have a look at it. We may have lost like another 80 tanks just there. Again. But I think it's starting to be mostly due to the fact that we just don't have the fuel to keep our things running. We may have gone a bit too heavy on the tanks. Then of course there's the logistics being used to deliver all the Okay, so we killed 60 tanks and 10 planes. We lost 600 infantry, 20 guns, 110 tanks. Wow, 110 tanks. And there weren't any cheap tanks either. Ooh, heavy guided RPG. Done. An aerial soldiers has been discovered. Gonna have a look at the... Okay, no, the jetpacks are gonna be considered infantry. Right, but let's have a look at the battles first things first. I know that there was a lot... So there was the battle over here where we lost 30 tanks. This was only all-rounders that were lost in that one. Then we lost 100 infantry over there. We destroyed at least 20 tanks of the enemy, and then another 20 tanks from the enemy. But we lost 10 tanks and 300 infantry. And then over here there was the artillery strike, which killed at least some of the tanks. Or 10 tanks in there. We shot down 10 of the planes. Then they destroyed... Oh, wow. Yeah, there goes the flak guns as well. Not all of them, admittedly, but... Every time we get even a little bit ground, it's just, it's really difficult fighting on 2 fronts, well, technically speaking, 3 fronts. So is the fuel situation any better? No, I don't think it is. These are really bad in... Okay, I'm gonna pull back these units back. No, these can't even move. Oh. Let's have a look at the decisions. Maybe there's something that helps. Probably not. Darling wants to erect a statue. I guess, sure. Civilization level reaches 8.45. That would be 0.12. I mean, it's probably doable. How many rounds do we have for that? It's 9 rounds. Might be a little bit difficult, actually, but we'll accept that. Now we need to select a new region. I'm going to go for the laser guns. We need to get some tanks that have laser guns, laser guns, so we can start being a lot more effective with the weaponry and deal a lot more damage on the enemy, essentially. And then that way, we can just start annihilating the enemy light tanks and all that sort of stuff with the steel plate armor and all that. So we got the jetpack infantry. What else did we unlock recently? I don't think we unlocked anything new recently, did we? Well, actually, no. Bazooka is something we need to get another one. I guess we're gonna... I'm actually gonna make a brand new design. Oh, right, so there's the heavy RPG, but there's also the guided RPG. Now that isn't... Guided RPG is gonna be a lot less ammo use. Hold on a minute, what do we have on the old one then? Or the Tier 3 RPG, so is that... It's got a guided RPG, so it's not the heavy RPG then. Well, in that case, if we go for the RPG... Oh yeah, we can see that it's there. So, heavy RPG is going to be a bit more firepower. Of course, it's going to take a bit more ammo and all that, but that's to be expected.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Hidden village discovered in Spokane. Oh, 200 colonists. We'll let them be.
Yes, sir.
Minor worker striking dead. Technically speaking, we can just give in to some of their demands right now. We are losing a lot of money, though, which is causing definitely some issues. Pulling back the tanks over here, so we'll have a lot more tanks in general over there. Some of the all-round, well, those can't actually move right now. There's the blitzers. I'm going to send them over there. We will have at least some of the heavier tanks in here, and I guess the infantry can stay back for now. Or stay in there for now. I think they're going to be pushing us out of here soon enough as well, so I might want to pull back some of the infantry. And I'll also pull back the rocket artillery a little bit. Fortunately, I can't move the flak guns away. So let's have a look at the amount of reinforcements that we need. It's probably quite massive still. Yeah, 400 infantry. I guess we are still going to go with the line troop force. And we need 120 armor. Oh boy. Gonna be a whole lot of all-rounders. Which is going to cost us quite a bit of, well, both recruits and resources to get all of that done. And we need some machine gunners. I guess we could get the... I'm going to get the AMG2s. Was it 200? Yes, 200. And we need 20 flat guns. I guess we could go for the air defenses. They're going to be quite heavy. But if those get delivered, then that's great. Did we... No, we still don't have basically any fuel in here. Can we can do a bit of attack at least with the tanks again.
Mission completed.
Alright, we pushed them back again, and they got another 60 tanks that they lost. So at least the tanks are doing some decent work in there. in the northern part of the front, but they've got so many tanks in here, and we just haven't got the fuel to operate with these tanks with full efficiency. So that's been causing a lot of issues. At least these tanks are, well, no, they don't really have a lot of the action points either. We'll let them get in here, and then we can maybe start doing counterattack again. We've got the Hueys in here, but the fuel situation is quite dire, so I don't think we're going to use those right now. We are at least getting some food now, so that's good. And these troops, oh dear. It is looking really bad. They got a lot of infantry in here, actually. That was the one that pushed in. Do we have... Well, technically speaking, what I could do is I could do a bit of an air attack with these Hueys. Do we want to... I think we want to actually destroy the tanks over here on the flank. Oh, they got 2 flak battalions in here. We did destroy 20 tanks still without any significant casualties on our side. So that at least does help. And they are trying to outflank us in here. With motorcycle troops. Alright, you know what? Should I move in here? Probably not right now. Let's have a look at the western front here. Oh dear, that is a lot of tanks in here again. I don't know if they're just moving through, or if they're going to be doing some damage on us, but I'm just going to go ahead and do a bit of a range attack on that stack. That's a lot of... oh, it's a lot of motorcycle troops, actually. Well, we've got 2 hits, but no kills. We've got the Apaches in here. Did these have other than just the... no, this has got the machine guns. They got good readiness, but the range is probably going to be very reduced due to the fuel situation. There's a lot of enemy troops there. Oh, hello. We can finally start pushing forward again. We'll leave a little bit of troops into the town there for now. And then this one can start heading southwards. I guess we could move into the... that is low mountain, so we'll just move the infantry there. So we are threatening the enemy city over here. Slowly. We can keep this one back for the time being, so they can at least provide some air coverage, or anti-air coverage. Whether that's going to be sufficient or not remains to be seen. They do have a lot of troops there, but at least now we've got this one in here, sort of providing some of the cover. So I guess they won't be getting through that front line. They got a bit of troops here, and yeah, there's that massive stack of troops there. I could move in a bit more, especially the anti-tank gun troops in here. And dig in. Because technically speaking, because there is a road, they can attack along it. Now we do have a lot of machine guns, and well, I guess we got the artillery in there. And we got some recon, but that's not really going to be enough to stop that tank battalion, or those tank troops, if they really want to push through, which I suspect that they probably will want to. Still going to get a little bit more workers over here at Dad. And one of the things, since we just got another one of those secret things, I could probably start reducing the recruit of those colonies over here in Spike. So let's call the governor and stop recruiting colonists, so we actually save some money. It's not necessarily a massive amount of money that we save, but save a bit of money on the recruits and all that. Confirm that order. Let's have a look at the... okay, we're still losing quite a bit of money per round, which doesn't necessarily surprise me too much. Mass food pool is already about... oh, assault army is almost done. After that, it's, well, laser guns we just started, same with the RPG... well, it's going to be RPG... or ARPG 4. And then sanitation programs are 48. We could probably switch that to something else. Thopter Wings is going to be probably done soon. Let's call the Applied Science Council now. And go for the research. So we could upgrade the conventional small arms. And we got the gun optimization at 34%. Oh, yeah, 34% already. We could go for the vehicle armor optimization, to be fair. Mining techniques might not be a bad one either, to get a bit more out of our mines. I presume. Prospecting optimization will probably give us a bit more of those points. Energy storage optimization. Cross-fertilization. Oh. More food. Now, that could be quite handy. Education methods would be quite handy as well. Payload optimization for rockets. Ooh, now that is tempting. But I'm going to go for the vehicle armor optimization right now. Start getting a few levels on that one at least. So we did pull back these troops here. They are probably going to be breaking through. I mean, I think this river line is still something. If we can keep the troops sort of in position there, or sort of prepared, We should be able to hold them back. Is this one that's machine gunners? This one's got the RPGs, but I suppose there's so many enemies in there that we kind of need to hold it back for now. I'm gonna... Is this... That's a machine... No, that's the RPG. Okay, I'm gonna move the anti-tank guns across the river already so they can start digging in. Because it's very likely that they'll push us back, and the infantry is not really going to be able to stop that anyway. But if with the anti-tank guns are at least dug in well and across the river, we've got a decent chance of holding them back for now. How is the mine over here in Spike, or the demetallization facility? It has been constructed now. Good, so we can start accumulating a bit of the high-tech parts. How is the energy situation? Still got 168 extra. Of course, over here we've got a decent bit of the industrial points. Can we, in fact, do the dirt road now? Not quite. In a round or two we can, and then we're going to maybe start working on the mine there. And then once we have the mine, we can get our metal, so we can start building some other stuff in here as well. I'm going to pull back some of these troops, because of course we don't have the fuel right now. In here, although now we've got the logistics set up in here at least, so let's go ahead and do a bit of transfer. Also send in some fuel, at least 100 fuel, so that will keep us going for a brief moment at least. Right, so we did push those back. I guess it's off to the next round, and let's hope that things don't collapse. There is a lot of troops coming to the western mountains. Oh! Okay, we stood firm on the defense over here. We killed some of the infantry. There's probably going to be a second attack soon enough, though. Oh, yeah. Attacker is victorious. They're pushing us through the mountains now. I've got a plan, though. I can cut off the road there. I'll first move in the troops that need to use roads away, and then cut off the road. Oh, that's a quite... Oh, wow. Yeah, no, they're just destroying all our tanks now. I don't know... Well, I suppose it's just because we don't have fuel on those tanks, so they can't really do anything. Build 900 infantry and 30 tanks, build 400 infantry, 50 guns, 30 motorized, and 110 tanks. Oh, wow. That is basically going to mean... Oh, there we go. Research complete on the top of the wings. There was also two other things that we had there. Oh, top third design. Alright then. Has been discovered. Oh, that reminds me. We've got the mission to get some more private buildings. But, yeah, the fact that they just push us back from that... I guess these troops can now pull back. Somewhat to safety. Don't know if these... Well, actually, the fuel situation starts to be a bit better now. Looks like we just sent a ton of oil into the units, or fuel into the units, so that might help. But I suppose that might also be just because we lost so many tanks that don't need to be reinforced right now, or don't need to be supplied right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through the reinforcements in here real quick. Why did we lose 50 artillery? Oh, right, I remember now. It's on the Western Front. Then we need a bit of light armor. We need a lot of armor. A bit of machine guns. 40 heavy tanks, oh wow. And then we need some buggies. And I think that's about it. Oh boy. Well, one of the things that I can still do is at least attack with the tanks over here in the north, and we can at least inflict some casualties on them on the open terrain here. So there's at least another 30 tanks that we destroyed. But the fact that we lost so much troops over here in the west, among other things. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to pull back this one. And this one. That one. I should be able to destroy the infrastructure up to there. So we can sort of keep them at bay for now. And start pulling back these troops. At least the planes will be a little bit closer. So what about over here? They've, well, there's not too much to worry about right now, actually. Although the AA guns, I mean, we can maybe get the AA guns a little bit more central now. Oh, there we go, so we've got a bit more intel on this area. Could potentially even move this one in here. They started flanking operations over here in the northern regions. But hopefully we can start clearing out, or bring in that extra unit from the north and start taking care of some of that. We didn't actually do too much over here in the north, did we? But that's mostly because we just don't have the fuel to do anything really impressive.
Mission successful.
There we go, that's 600 enemies just destroyed there. I could maybe clear out this small pocket in here.
Send in the cavalry.
Not quite destroyed completely, but we killed another 300 there. There we go, that's at least clearing out some of that. The infantry could probably help here. Oh, that is a lot of troops in here still, although most of those are very small units at this stage. So it's a lot more limited in operational capabilities. I'm gonna move back some of these troops, at least the artillery now. Move away from there. I mean, technically speaking, it could do a little bit damage, but the actual damage that we can inflict is very, very limited. Air Force Research Council research objectives. So there's the rocket engine, propeller engine efficiency, jet engine efficiency. Right, we got the light aircraft. Oh, right, aerodynamics design is something we got. We could go for. Could just go for aircraft design or helicopter design. Also, the efficiency. I could probably just unlock the rocket engine. Somehow I have a suspicion that the jet engines, if we start improving their efficiency. Oh, and the operationalization targets. We just got the new army thing, didn't we? That's one of the things that we got. Right, so is there... Well, I guess we need to research some new things. We'll go with the heavy RPG infantry army. Don't know if that's going to be very helpful, but I guess we'll find out. The Union Commune is blackmailing us. I am going to refuse that.
Yes, sir.
Also, I realized that we're really low on recruits now. How is the population in Spike, actually? Well, that's the wrong direction. So in Spike, we could use a lot more population in general, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a quick colonization over here with population to send some in there. So now we pull back a lot of the troops across the river, so if and when they attack, at least we've got a slightly better situation. I could use the Hueys to actually deal a bit of damage on that stack in here. So air attack. Which one? That one is also bombers, isn't it? So I'm going to send all three of these, because they're probably going to be sending their helicopters in. Or not.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Alright, then, I mean, we did destroy... Let's see, how many is that? 20, 40, 60 tanks and a specialist. And unfortunately, the flak guns can't really pull back any further. We don't have any air coverage in, or anti-air coverage in there right now. And that is starting to cause some issues. Maybe we can move in one over here. And then, well, it's just tanks in there, so I don't think those are going to be able to move through all that much. Now we've got a bit better recon on this area as well. They are full readiness, though. That does mean that our troops over there are now without protection. They just got such a massive amount of tanks in here. Well, hopefully the river crossing will at least give us a bit of breathing room again. We could do... Oh, no, that doesn't have enough range on any air attack there. Alright then, we did... Oh, yeah, did we... I think we did already... Yeah, we did do the attack there already. And in the south, we are still in deep trouble. We'll do a bit of an air attack on the... Oh, they got the flak guns in there as well. Damn it. So I guess I won't do that then. But we just don't have a lot of recruits, and we definitely don't have a lot of oil to send in here. So that's causing a lot of the issues. I mean, we may just have way too much tanks in general right now. Or that the tanks are a bit too spread out. Like, we could maybe start or concentrating a bit more of them to do... like counterattacks, and then just have like a little bit of tanks in each area to hold the enemy back, but no, they're going to be pushing through here. Yeah, attacker was victorious. They took no casualties whatsoever. And attack... Oh, no, well, actually over here they did take some casualties at least. I think we need to get some better medium tanks. Now, the ones that we currently have are just not good enough. At least not anymore. They're going to attack across the river. We hold firm. We did lose a lot of tanks, though. And when I say a lot of tanks, I mean a lot of tanks. There was at least 70 all-rounders that were lost in that one province. Plus other tanks as well on top of that. And we're going to have to pull back from that one. That's not going to hold anymore. Right, so we killed 70 tanks, we lost 600 infantry, 20 guns, 100 tanks, 10 planes. Oh, bollocks. And the commander was killed. Hydroponics robotization. Oh, okay, so that would basically reduce the amount of people needed to run the food production. Fuel mix optimization. Several ideas of adding additives to our fuel in order to make it more potent. It's worthwhile to investigate if we can spare the time. Right, so we held at least... Oh, wow. So we held over there. Could we do a counter attack from these attack... Oh, yeah, we could probably clear out that one. There we go. We destroy at least a full tank unit there. We'll send these metalheads to help with the defense there. Let's have a look at the battles. I know that it was pretty rough for us. But I'm just going to double check the... So there was a battle over here. We lost 10 guns, 20 tanks, and 100 infantry. And the next battle they attacked with tanks and they lost 30. So at least we stopped them there. Then there was the artillery strike, but they didn't kill anything. But they probably did cause some issues regardless. And yeah, we lost 10 light tanks, 70 medium tanks, and then 400 infantry. And then we lost another 10 flak guns. And... okay, that didn't do anything for us. And we lost another 100 infantry there, and we lost 10 planes in there, in intercepting. Okay, so yeah, that was a bit rough. Let's have a look at the decisions. Jackson found unusual companion. Considers the most interesting of all artists I've ever met. And all civilians are normally not allowed to have access to our secrets of state, but I hope you will make an exception for me. Well, we could... Well, that is the governor, Sir Zhate. I mean, that's fairly important. Minor workers striking Albertus. We could probably give in to some of their demands. Training opportunity. I'm gonna get the veteran sergeant, I think. New commander. Okay, we only got... We do have 4 leaders total, but yeah, we're gonna appoint that one, I guess. And then next thing to do is probably to start... Well, first I'm just going to move these in here. We've got the flak guns, hopefully... Yeah, we can move these back as well. So now we've got the air coverage at least on all 3 of these provinces. Then we're going to get the reinforcements. I'm going to do that manually. Although, actually... Oh, a lot of fuel was delivered again to somewhere. Not entirely sure where. We need some fighters. Now, I think we're going to go with the Raven 2s right now on that one. I believe they had a bit better range, was it? It might not be a massive increase, but it's still better than nothing. We'll go with the Flak Gun 2 or Mark 2 right now. I don't necessarily want to be too heavy on the flak guns in here right now. I mean, you know, it's good to have them quite effective in defending and all that, but at the same time, the points that we have to use for, you know, building all of that is going to be a bit limited now because all the reinforcements that we need to get, and there is a lot of them. Could we do an air attack with these? We probably could, actually. Do a bit of an air attack there. We can send in a bit of... I'm not going to send the interceptors, actually. Okay, well, we got a lot of hits, no kills. And then, what do we have here? We got the grasshoppers, we got the Hueys. Could we do a bit of air attack? We could do an air attack there. It's probably going to go horribly wrong. Yeah, we didn't do all that much. We killed 10 tanks, that's about it, and a specialist. But the amount of tanks that they have in here is just insane at this stage. Now, luckily, they do need to attack across the river, so that might help us. But fuel is, again, basically out. I mean, I don't think there's been any deposits that run out yet, so that's not the problem. It's just we now have a lot more tanks that are getting the fuel again. And all that. I have to pull that one back, actually. And this one doesn't have enough fuel either to attack. I'm going to pull these back a little bit for now. Don't know if that one's empty or not. At least we got the road a little bit closer, so we can kind of get some intel. That one's now a bit further away. Hopefully not going to be too bad, but it also gives a bit more security for the task and all that. But I do also realize that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like or subscribe if you have it already. Also, the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.